I'm DragonPower99 and welcome to another episode of Rant Power. On today's episode, I won't be doing a rant per se. It may seem like I'm ranting throughout it, but I'm not. I'm actually doing an anime tag I created. What's an anime tag, you ask? It's basically a listing of your favourite anime characters in a certain scenario, to which seems enjoyable. Like, there's one that's going around at the moment called the Tournament of Power arc, which was created by a man called Tekking101, who inspired me to create my anime tag. He does brilliant videos. I suggest you go to his channel, watch his videos and subscribe to him. Now, his tag is called the Tournament of Power tag. To those of you who don't know what it is, it's basically in Dragon Ball Super, there's this thing called Tournament of Power. Basically, 10 warriors, Goku, Vegeta, and a bunch of others from the Dragon Ball universe, have been selected by the gods of destruction to fight in a tournament. In his tag, you are basically the 13th universe, and you have to select a roster of 10 fighters that cannot use weapons or artificial enhancements, and there's no killing, and you're not allowed to use any characters from the Dragon Ball franchise at all. So basically you have to pick from other franchises instead. You're only allowed 2 characters per anime, and yeah, that's it. That's his tag, and it seems like a lot of fun, and I hope to do it one day. But not today. Today I'm going to be doing my one, and I'm going to tell you what it's about now. Basically, it's called the Samurai 7 anime tag. See, Samurai 7 is an anime based around an old samurai movie called Seven Samurai. The plot for both the anime and the movie are, basically farmers are fed up of bandits constantly coming to their village, stealing their food, their booze and their women, as if they were just like mere trinkets. So they basically send a small group off to the city, which is like miles away, like hundreds of miles away, and to find 7 Ronin samurai, basically samurai that don't have any masters. They find these 7 and basically take them back to the village to fight the bandits. That's the whole plot of both the movie and the anime. Now, on to the scenario of my tag. You yourself are a farmer who's fed up with the samurai, the bandits invading your village, stealing your food, booze and women, and you are sent off by the rest of the village to find 7 warriors to bring back to help fight against them. Now, with the scenario out of the way, let's move on to the rules of the tag. The first rule is you're only allowed 2 characters per anime. So to those of you that want Bleach characters or One Piece characters, you're only allowed 2 from each anime. Alright? So that's the first rule, quite easy to understand. On to the second. Second, they must wield a melee weapon. A sword, a club, a spear, an axe, that sort of weapon. Okay? They have to wield a melee weapon. Hell, even a bow and arrow is plausible, because as we've seen in many fantasy movies, you can hit someone with a bow and arrow. Now, so basically, no fist fighters or gun users or anything like that, okay? They have to wield a sword, axe, spear, club, or even a bow and arrow. Well, bow and arrow isn't really a melee weapon, but still, a bow and arrow is fine. I'm fine with anything to do with archery. Alright? Now, for the third rule, you basically are not allowed to use guns or explosives of any kind. I cannot stress this enough. There are a lot of anime characters that use guns and explosives, just guns and explosives, and you cannot have them. As I said before, archery characters are fine because you can use the bow and arrow like a melee weapon. Basically, like you can like just stab people with the arrows at close range or whack them with the bow. All right. If your character has experience at crafting and handling explosives, that's fine. But they have to wield a melee weapon as well, like I said, like a club, spear, axe, or sword. All right. Okay. That's the third rule. On to the fourth. Fourth rule: no godlike transformations. All right. None of that. All right. So basically, you can't bring in like someone who can go like Gear 4 or like take Bleach characters. Shikai is fine. You know, their first sword transformation, like what Renji does in Bleach. He basically has like a freaking whip sword. That's fine. But his Bonkai are basically a giant ass snake that spits lasers and can basically crush anything it slithers over. No. None of that. No Bonkai if you're using Bleach characters. Alright? No stupid godlike overpowered transformation shit. Alright? That's the fourth rule. On to the fifth and final. You must have at least one samurai character in your roster. Alright? Be it by name or the fact that they are actually classed as a samurai. It doesn't matter. He has to be a samurai by name or by deed. Basically, like Kenshin Himura from, I think it's called Samurai X. I think that's one translation I've heard of the actual title of the anime. I can't really think of any other samurai characters in anime, but get the idea. You must have at least one samurai character in your roster. Oh, before we get on to the my actual listing, I forgot I had a sixth rule. You can't use characters from the Samurai 7. Alright? Mainly because there's only 7 decent characters in the entire damn thing that can hold their own in a fight. I'm not joking. They're the only 7 fighters we see throughout the entire damn thing. So, you can't use any of them. Alright? Now, on to my listing. For my first character, I am using a Bleach character. He's going to be the leader of my group due to the fact that he is one hell of a strategist and seems like the type that could actually lead a large group and actually had the position of leader for a while before he was branded the traitor because someone tricked him into doing something illegal. I'm talking about, of course, Kisuke Urahara. Not only is he a brilliant strategist, it's actually been stated that he has sometimes not been able to stop thinking of over 1,000 different types of strategies at once, like just in his spare time. Like he's like just sitting there like, oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. Oh, so would that. Basically like that. And his Shikai is just astounding. Basically, he can shoot an energy wave from his sword, which basically just tears anything apart that touches it. Like, instant death if that hits you, basically. And I like it. Obviously, he's an adept swordsman. He did fight Ichigo for 10 days straight before he went to the Soul Society to rescue Rukia. So yeah, Kisuke Urahara. My first member of my group and a leader. He also may have some medical knowledge, so he can like patch up people that have been wounded. So yeah, he's the leader of my group and the and the first member. On to the second. The second is Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail. Now, those of you are probably thinking, but you said no stupid godlike transformations. She does not have one of those. Re-equipping mystical types of armour is not a godlike transformation. It's not like she literally transformed, like that angel armour of hers. It's not like she transformed into an actual fucking angel, is it? And a lot of her armours have actually been shown to be overwhelmed by people as strong as her. She's just an insanely powerful woman. The reason she's on my team is because, well, she's a master of all forms of weaponry. Spears, axes, swords, clubs, and has multiple armours that can be used in different scenarios. Also, she's rather an aggressive woman, and I find that attractive. I'm not joking. Half the women I've met throughout my life want to kick my ass, and I find that highly attractive in a woman. Now, what were the other reasons I want her on the team? Oh yes, she has this like just presence of intimidation, and like it's brilliant. Like, say any of the other characters on my list like start butting heads, like going, "I'm the strongest." No, I'm the strongest. She would instantly be like, "Shut up, you idiots," and they'd be like, "Okay, fine, we'll shut up," you know. And so for that reason, her role in my roster is second in command. Basically, when Kisuke is not around to give the orders, she will be giving the orders. Now, on to my third character. My third character is actually another Bleach character. It's Kenpachi Zaraki. Sorry, I just had to say, why Kenpachi Zaraki? And, I don't know, maybe because he's a battle-hungry beast with a heart of gold. I'm not joking. This man can cleave a building in two with his blade with one hand. Like, building comes just like sliding down, you know? And his Shikar, oh my God, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. A giant ass cleaver. I'm not joking. It is a giant ass cleaver. And the first time he used it, guess how powerful it is? It can slice a meteor in two. It's that powerful. I like it. And before all you like, no freaking stupid godlike. Shikai is not godlike. It's demi-godlike, and I didn't say you couldn't have that, did I? So yeah, Kenpachi Zaraki. He's a beast of a fighter with a heart of gold and a lust for battle. Like, he is the type of guy I would like to sit down with, just have a beer, and then like get into a friendly fist fight with, you know? It would just be just brilliant. On to the fourth member. The fourth member is Roano Azura from One Piece. Basically, the same reason I have Kenpachi on my list is the same reason I have Zoro on my list. He's a beast who likes to fight. But he's obviously not stupid, and he doesn't go around like just randomly shouting, "I want to fight, I want to fight." You know? I admit he has a stupid sense of direction, but again, and the other reason I want him on his team, same as Kenpachi. He just seems like a decent guy to have a beer with, you know, and have a chat with. You just sit down, have a beer, have a chat, that sort of thing. Alright? So yeah, pretty simple. He's a beast like Kenpachi. He has a heart of gold like Kenpachi. And he's the type of guy you can have a drink with. Moving on to the next one. The sixth member of my... Oh wait, no, not sixth. Fifth, yes. Fifth member of my warriors is Yoichi. Can't remember his last name, but he's from the anime Seraph of the End. Now, like I said, archery is allowed in this due to the fact that samurai actually were archers during what used to be archers, not just sword fighters. He wields a demon weapon. Well, actually, let's start from the beginning. He lives in a world that has been destroyed by man-made demons and quite a few very little pockets of humanity still exist. Vampires have come out of the shadow and have offered to protect humans in return for their complete and utter subjugation. A certain faction of the humans does not want this and has decided to rebel against the vampires. This character belongs to that faction, and they utilise demonic weapons to kill vampires. He wields a bow and arrow. Well, just a bow really, and when he pulls it, it supplies arrows. And it's just brilliant. Like, it can hit multiple enemies at once. Like, seriously, he can fire multiple shots that hit multiple enemies. He can freaking charge it up to, like, destroy an enemy. Hell, he can, like, snipe people with that thing. He can be, like, just on a perch, on his own. Like, instant death, you know? And, like, one shot splits off into multiple sections and then just kills anything that gets in his way. Like, seriously, I'm not joking. Like kills anything he's targeted. Also, he's the inexperienced member of my team. Why the inexperienced member? Well, you always need an experienced member, like, you know, the one that hasn't seen that much battle. He's seen battle. He's killed. He can kill. But but, you know, I just feel like he's the conscience of the team, you know? Like, all the others would be willing to be like, ugh. He'd be like, no, just, we don't have to kill everyone we see, you know, that type. Also, due to his archery skill, he can help train my village in archery to help fight against the bandits. And due to his inexperience, a lot of the other characters would be, like, always trying to give him helpful advice, make sure that he's protected and safe due to the fact he's inexperienced and young. So, yeah, I like that. And he's the fifth member of my warrior crew, of my warriors. So, on to the sixth. The sixth member is the samurai in my roster. Like I said, you need to have at least one samurai character. I don't know if he's an actual samurai or related to a lineage of samurai or is just a samurai by name. Sound cool due to the fact he's a master swordsman. It is the Atomic Samurai from One Punch Man. Why is he on my list? Well, let's see. He's a master swordsman, an S-class hero, and has a devastating attack called Atomic Slash. Basically, he just draws his sword and, like, instantly his opponents are literally just diced up into bits. Like, done. They're gone, you know? And he's also on my list because he's a pretty decent teacher. I'm not joking. He has 3 students. And before you say, oh, is he a good teacher? These 3 students actually are 3 of the strongest A-rank heroes in One Punch Man. Take that into consideration when you say, oh, is he a good teacher? Okay? And if you're wondering what their rankings are, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the rankings of his students. They are basically 3 of the strongest in the A class Alright? Now, on to my 7th and final member. Metal Bat from One Punch Man. Why Metal Bat? Well, I don't know. The fact that he goes into battle holding nothing but a metal bat, a bludgeoning weapon, has the strength to actually crush in anyone's body and skull with said metal bat, and the fact that the metal bat is unbreakable. Yeah. Awesome. And before you think, oh, but he's just a punk with a metal bat, what can he do? Like I said, he is insanely strong, durable, and freaking resilient. Don't believe me? Well, I'm going to state his feats right now. It just happened in one massive manga arc. He was out protecting these rich people that basically fund the hero organization, and they were attacked by 2 demon level threats. And before you ask, demon level threats, what's that? Well, there's actually a threat level assessment for monsters and various other stuff in terms of the One Punch Man universe. The highest threat level being dragon and the one below it being demon. He fought 2 demon level threats, then after killing them, 2 more turned up, beat him up a bit. He hit himself in the head with his bat to wake himself up because he was starting to get dizzy. Beat the crap out of them, then fought a dragon level threat. He failed, but he got tossed around something fierce. Like, he got flung into a wall, got out, got back on the freaking centipede, started going at it again, then got flung hundreds of feet through the fucking air, landed on basically a bunch of steel bars, got back up, and was just like walking back to the centipede like it was nothing. And if that's not enough, another advanced demon level threat, and before you all asked, what do I mean by that? Well, there's demon level threats, demon level threat minus, and demon level threat plus. He fought a demon level threat plus freaking fighter. Fighter, not monster, fighter, a human who was considered a demon level plus threat. And he was injured to shit when he did this, and near enough kicked his ass until his little sister turned up and basically, you know, he promised never to expose her to violence, and what he does is rather violent, so he had to stop right then and there, you know. And that's the other reasons on my team. Heart of gold. And he's just the type of bloke I like, you know, a proper take no shit, kick the crap out of you, you fuck with the people I like type. And the heart of gold thing, like I said, he would, the instant he heard that children's mothers were being taken from, mothers, sisters and family members were being taken from them, he would be so pissed off, he'd be like, alright, I'm in. Just like instantly, alright? Oh. So yeah, those are my 7 warriors. Kisuke Urara, Urza Scarlet, Roanoa Zoro, Kenpachi Zaraki. I know I'm not going in the order, but sod it. Yuichi from Seraph of the End, Atomic Samurai, and Metal Bat. Oh, I feel those guys could protect my village like it was the dog's bollocks. Like, they would just be no problem. Now that was just... that took a lot out of me. I hope you enjoyed this anime tag, and I am going to be tagging Tekking 101 because I would like to see his version of this. And it's not just like I'm going to tag you and you have to do it. I mean, yeah, sure, tag people, get it out there, you know. But, you know, you don't, like, oh, my nose. Like, you know, anyone can do it. Like, yeah, like Tekken 101, if this somehow gets to you through the comments, which is how I'm going to tag you, please pass this or tag other people so it can be passed around, because I'd like to see this actually grow as an anime tag. But it's not an exclusive tag. Free game, everyone. You can just do this whenever you want. You see anyone else doing it, you think, oh, I'd like to do that. Do it. Just do it. Instantly do it. I'm Dragon Power 99, and that took a lot out of me. See you next time.